Like I said, I was given this vision that like long time ago, these people were like in war and they would come in messed up, damaged, dead, everything. And it was like as if I was nursing them back to health, trying to help them, but I really didn't quite understand the war. I probably thought I was like on the good side of the war or whatever the case may be and stuff like that. And I think the reason why I was going through this is just basically an eye opener to say, hey, this what was really taking place. This is the reason why these people were really in war and stuff like that. I can't even really say what is the true motive behind what was taking place, but I remember even being a child and I remember my mom not being around, like not being around, but I'm just like a little child sitting there watching them in war. And I never knew the complete details of why they were in war. I was just sitting there and stuff like that. As I grew older, I went through the same thing. I was about 9 years old and I was in my mom's house. And these are the visions that I'm shown. I'm shown where I was at home, but I wasn't home. And it has been repetitious and repeatedly that I'm getting visions where I was at home, but I wasn't home. I was somewhere else being held hostage and kidnapped and taken from my family. And I didn't know what was going on, what was happening, what was taking place. And when I ran for city commissioner at the time, I'm being told I need someone to block, like as if it's like just stand there, don't do nothing, just run. So I ran for city commissioner all the way to the end. They refused to put my name on the ballot. They refused to honor my running. They refused to do anything respectful when it came to me running as city commissioner. So that's the reason why my name never showed up on the ballot. That's the reason why certain things didn't happen. But I'm still sitting up here going through. Now that and as I was running for commissioner, it was like I was running for like man, God knows how long. Just it seemed like years and years, like 5, 10 years had passed as I'm running. It wasn't even supposed to be that long. I was supposed to only run maybe 1 or 2, I think, year and a half, maybe 2 years max, because I got there at the first beginning and put it in. And it just seemed like it just was infinite, like it just took forever to get it over with, and just for them to tell me that they were not going to put my name on the ballot. And then I started going through all kinds of abuse, law enforcement abusing me, trying to pick me up for no reason at all, by the sheriff department, um, putting in lawsuits, um, having my children taken from me for no reason at all, fighting against so much negativity. Like it was just overwhelming negativity. And then for them to say, okay, well, I have power over you. And I remember like every time that they would come and they would attack me, they're attacking like 5, 6 people. You're coming to pick me up. You got 5 or 6 people. No, you have no purpose, no motive of picking me up. 5 or 6 people. I'm supposed to fight off 5 or 6 people. I'm supposed to do this. And they would always come and try to attack me as a pack or a group of people. And even when I wanted to fight back, because in my mind, one time I remember law enforcement coming to pick me up for no reason at all. And I said, I'm fit to kill one of them. Honestly, my mindset had already determined to kill them. That this is what was really in my mindset. I say they ain't got no motive, they ain't got no reason. Somebody got to sit up here and show them to stop playing. And it's the honest to God truth. And then it was like as if the people was just saying, "Look where you at." And I would see like at times this big room, like it's just a big huge space. And I was supposed to be in my house in Belgrade, but all I see is a big room with a whole bunch of space, knowing I wasn't where I was supposed to be. Then I started noticing like vision compromise, like constantly. Like I'm starting to notice like, okay, my eyesight messing up. Your eyesight is constantly messing up. You're constantly having vision issues and stuff like that. I started that's really when I knew. I was like, okay, I'm going through all of this, but what's the motive for it? I really don't have enemies. Really don't have nobody coming at me and stuff like that. And what they felt to realize, they was telling us like since we were kids, um, Wilson and some of these other people, like this is how we have to be, looking out for each other, running for commissioners, trying to be somebody at all times, and I'm just hearing them like it just like a blast from the past, like constantly keep being a moving shake, constantly keep doing what you gotta do, and I'm sitting here and I'm filled with like so much anger about it because I know for a fact like I was stagnated because of the attacks, but I never knew where they were coming from. But I remember these people, and we were backing them up because they were like, "Yo, this is our people, and this is how we have to be, and we're gonna lead, we're gonna do all this stuff like that." But that was never their intentions for us. Their intentions was for their people to lead and for us to follow. And it hurts me to my heart to say this today, because when we start to really look at it, I'm gonna be real with you. At this point in my life, I don't even judge a person by like the color of their skin. Honestly, I don't. I judge you more by what you do. You can be Hispanic, you can be whatever culture you want to be, Arabic, whatever. If your ways is nasty and you're a bad person, you're just a bad person. I can't judge you no longer on the color of your skin. I gotta judge you on your actions, what you really do. And I think that's the reason why they hate Dr. Martin Luther King so much, because over the years, I'm starting to hear them have more negative conversations about Dr. King. It's like, because remind you, he's telling you, look, stop judging people off the color of their skin because you're thinking, oh, black people this, black people that. I remember hearing one dude, and I'm serious. He's like, oh, people finally start showing up at the polls and voting. And the polls was full of weed and stuff like that. That's the state of our people. Our people are enslaved. And half of the people enslaving our people are the same color from the same culture we from. We can no longer be accepting of our enslavement, whether it's by another culture or by our own. We cannot accept that. And I remember these speeches being spoke to me by the same people that held me captive. Know what you're dealing with. May God bless.